Here we're going to discuss adding services to an appointment. Services are how your practice will be able to bill clients and assess what services and products were offered during the appointment. Just because there is an appointment, Embark doesn't know what you did. So here from the calendar, we can add an appointment by scheduling a new appointment. So that would be the first step, is to have an appointment. You must have an appointment to add a service. There are two ways to add a service. We can add a service directly to the note, or we can add a service independently. Here I'm going to click Edit Service on this appointment, and a pop-up window will appear. I am going to click the service name, where a drop-down will appear with all of the services available for your practice. If there are no services here, you will first need to go to the admin section at the top of the page, on the calendar or any other page that's not a pop-up, and edit your services from there. So I am going to select a service. The procedure code will automatically display after submission. Next, you will select the provider. This would be a listing of all current providers in your practice. We can add a modifier if applicable, and then how much time was spent, or you can assess the number of units. All three of these fields, modifier, time, and units, are optional. I will then click Add. And now we can see that a service has been successfully added to this appointment. I will exit that window, and we can check again by clicking Edit Note. This will bring up the standard note template. It is going to pull all the data from a few different tables to automatically display all of the information. I'm going to scroll down just below the appointment details. Here we can see the service that we just added. You can edit this service as well as delete it. A pop-up window will appear. You can also follow the same process here as you previously did and add the service. We are able to add as many services to an appointment as applicable, as well as adding multiple providers within a service. Again, once a service has been added to that table, you can exit your note. You'll first need to refresh the page to ensure all of the added services will display in billing. Billing is where all of your services will be displayed. This table contains the services that have been added, including the services that we just added to the appointment. To mark a service as paid, we can click either Edit to edit a line individually. Let's say the client paid the full amount on today. I'm going to click Update. And once this is updated and submitted to the database, we can now see that the total paid has been reflected as $400, and there is no outstanding amount. If you have multiple payments that were completed, I can see here I've got a 95 and a 95 that are outstanding. I'm going to select both of those appointments using these checkboxes, clicking Bulk Edit. And now I can state that the amount paid has been 95 and it was paid today. When I click Update, those lines in the table will be updated. Now, whatever is in this table will be reflected on the invoices, receipts, and Superbills. If I were to select a client like Doogie Smith and click Search and nothing shows up, that means that there are no services that meet the criteria for this template. If I research for a client that does have services, I can then click Search, and we will see that there are services applied within here, and the receipt will reflect anything that has amounts paid, or the invoice will reflect anything with an amount outstanding. A receipt will do the exact opposite, where when I select that client, I can see all of the services that a payment has been rendered for. And then the Superbill will do a bit of both. However, the Superbill also contains the client's insurance details and additional information within the table for the client to successfully submit to insurance for reimbursement. All of these fields, invoice, receipt, and Superbill, are completely automated and can be accessed by the client via the client portal.